Who is the hardest route trainer in every Pokemon game? It'd be me if I was a route trainer. I'd be standing in the route, like I'd just be hanging out, you know. Oh yeah, it's just me. I'm just hanging out, you know. Here I am in Route 1, and then the player character comes up, and then I give him one of those, and I give him one of those, and then he's like, "What the hell, man? You can't just do that. I'm gonna call the police on you, and then I'll get put in prison. But I'll be the hardest route trainer in prison."
Are you really safe?
Nah, because if I'm on the route with the protagonist, they're not safe because of the aforementioned this and that. They won't be safe.
Some residents of Hoenn have been reporting an uptick lately in route-related violence.
It started out like every other normal route. It was.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at the rate! It's really coming down. Can I say I love Smith's videos? I've been watching a lot of Smith's videos recently on stream. And as long as they're okay with that, I'll keep doing it because I love their videos. I think they're great. Seriously. I also love that sometimes like the editors or like the people that work on the videos, or Smith will like comment on the videos, my reactions too. I think that's great. So if you're out there, hey, you're great. This is all fantastic.
Blaziken giving every trainer the old whoop-am, and then I saw it. Ah!
My god, the Milotic is covered in oil. Oh my god, BP, has there been another oil spill? Jesus, not again.
A Pokemon player is proud to
It's all right. I'm sure they're sorry.
admit it, but we've all been swept one time or another by some random trainer on a random side route. Pokemon games are actually kind of notorious for giving you easy route fight after easy route fight, and then just randomly throwing in a trainer with a competitively built learn set.
Right, I'm going to be honest. I put my hands up, yeah? I don't remember a single trainer battle in Scarlet and Violet because you don't actually have to fight any of them. I mean, you have to fight some of them if you want, like hey, you've been fighting a lot of trainers on this route. Here's an item of significant importance. If you want that, then you have to fight them. But I think I've fought maybe 6 random Scarlet and Violet trainers in total in my entire life. And 5 of them was a couple of days ago so that I could get some items in-game to record a video. And that's it.
And especially when they're placed at the end of a dungeon so you're out of heals or you're just not paying attention, it is very reasonable to get caught off guard and swept by some of these people. So today, we're going to look at the hardest regular trainer fight, including doubles and singles, in every game. And we'll then finish by determining who is the hardest route trainer in all of Pokemon.
No, I mean, you seen these Victory Road trainers that they got in Kalos? I mean, they say Kalos is proper easy, but they were popping off. I'm telling you, those are scary.
As we start,
we know you didn't even play the game. I did play Scarlet and Violet, okay? I just didn't finish the Pokedex. And you know, that's gonna change. When Winds and Waves come out, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna complete everything. I'm gonna get the Shiny Charm. I did it for Legends ZA. I'm not gonna be made fun of again for not playing the game. Oh, PokeTuber doesn't even play the game. I mean, that's how people see us now. I have to break the perception. I'm gonna do the whole Pokedex, all the well, might not do all the battles, because you know, if you don't need to, then you know, why would you? I'm gonna get the Shiny Charm. I'm gonna be so ready for the Winds and Waves leaderboard videos. Don't you worry.
In Pokemon Red and Blue, this is a game that isn't really known for having the most intelligent trainers, but it's also not balanced. And so you get the occasional fight that just slips through the crack into being insane. A great place to start is probably the youngster on Route 3. Imagine you've just beat Brock and you're on your way to Mount Moon. You're fighting some easy bug-wielding scrubs full of hubris with dreams of becoming the very best.
You know what really annoyed me about this route is there's a guy that's like, oh, do you remember me? I saw you in Viridian Forest. I don't even think there's a bug catcher in Viridian Forest with the same name. I think he just lies to you. And that annoyed me because I genuinely wanted so badly to know which one he was when I was a kid. I was like, wait, who are you? But every time I'd forget to check, I'd be like, oh man, I didn't like write down the names. Oh man, I'm so pissed off. It's just not there. I don't think he is anyway.
Your team isn't all the way healthy, but you don't bother to go back and heal before locking eyes with this guy. He leads with Rattata, and you scoff as it gets off minimal damage before getting pummeled into the dirt. Then he sends out something you've never seen before. You think, okay, Ekans, no big deal. Let's get back to pummeling. And then it uses the move Wrap. And
all right. we're talking about Gen 1 Wrap. Okay, yeah, so it's over. So I've lost is what you're telling me.
in Generation 1, when Wrap is up, it prevents the target from attacking. So he just wraps again. And you die, and then he wraps your next Pokemon, and just keeps rapping and rapping and rapping, and suddenly you're back in Pewter City. Considering especially how just absolutely brain dead every trainer is up to this moment, this guy is such a shock.
And this guy is also brain dead, but he's just like, he's brain dead in the way that clicking the A button unga bunga wins you the whole fight.
So while he is the OG hard route trainer, he's definitely not the only one in red and blue. Now, whenever I'm talking about what's hard and easy, I'm kind of doing so under the assumption that you're playing with a rule set that makes the game moderately challenging. But this rocket grunt in Mount Moon with an illegal level 16 Raticate is just hard no matter.
Yeah, this guy kind of comes out of nowhere. I mean, you'd be surprised at like the skill level of the average Pokemon player or the average gamer that plays a Pokemon game, because like you're not expected to know all the nitty gritty little deets, not all the hits and beats. I watched, I don't want to say who it is, maybe I watched someone play BDSP today, and they fought the third gym leader. They fought Maylene, the Lucario user. I think her name's Maylene, the fighting type gym leader. And dude, the way that they played it made me so sad. They had a level 29 Ralts, and they were getting angry at the fact that Bulldoze lowers your speed. He said, "What do you mean it's lowering my speed? Oh, I can't attack. This game is so unfair. I just can't attack. You use Bulldoze and it lowers my speed, and then you use attack again. I can't attack. It's so unfair. This is ridiculous." And he has a freaking level 29 Ralts. Like, what are you doing? Why do you have a level 29 Ralts? You could have at least have a Curlier. It's not good. But oh my. Okay, the average gamer is not like good. It sounds like DSP. Okay. Since you said it, yes, it was DSP. It was DSP. I clicked on this because I wanted to know, how could you crash out? How could you crash out on Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? And the way he played, look at this, dude. I'm sorry for getting distracted.
This is ridiculous. Can I ever watch?
There's a level 29 Ralts.
He's gonna kill me. I told you, this is stupid. I can never attack.
Sorry, come on.
He has an attack that makes you're slow. Then he always attacks before you. Well, then I can never hit you. How is this fair? I can never hit you.
Fair? Dude, I was watching this and I was losing my mind. I was like, what are we doing? It's not even his first Pokemon game. I think he played like Fire Red Elite Three before this. And he proceeds to lose the battle. Dude, I can't believe this. He has a Gyarados, right? He lowers the Lucario's attack a bit with a Feather Dance. And I was like, okay, cool. He's doing the right thing there. It's bulking up, and he's like, oh my god, it's getting so strong with bulk up. I can't do any damage. What the hell, man? He's like, man, this is doing no damage. What? And he gets critted. He gets critted by a Drain Punch, which kills him immediately, and then loses his mind.
This game is busted to shit. Are you kidding me? There's no way for me to win now. This is insanely stupid.
He uses his one revive. Dude, I swear, he uses a revive at some point. I think it's right here, right? He uses a revive, and look at the options here. He's like, okay, I gotta revive. I guess I'll revive the level 29 Ralts. Yeah, that seems good. I'll revive the level 29 Ralts. And then proceeds to die. And he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna use my level 29 Ralts right now. Metal Claw kills him. And he rage quits.
Completely stupid waste of my time. Literally nonsensical dice rolls. Oh, critical hit. Fuck you. I got the fight in the bag. Now he does a triple damage critical hit that one-shots my fucking Gyarados. Get out of here, man. This is so dumb. It gets so frustrating when you lose because the game decides you lose.
Yeah, he's kind of right for that, though. Critical hit, you're done. I watched that and I was losing my mind. Like even at the start of the battle, he starts with the Meditite and he's using like Calm Mind on the Meditite. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And he gets flashed. And then he gets flashed like 2 times. He starts missing. And instead of like switching out, he just keeps using Psychic, which is honestly something that I would also do. But seeing the crash out is so funny.
No matter which way you play. Switch mode won't save you, potions won't save you, and good God, I wish you luck if you're Nuzlocking this dude. Now, of course, any Pokemon that gets an illegal evolution is going to be hard just because it's going to outstat your team. But it's this thing's level up learn set that makes it insane. This thing has a move that lowers your defense plus 3
Oh, Hyper Fang? Oh, that's pretty good, actually. This early on in the game, Hyper Fang's kind of crazy.
stab normal moves. Now, Quick Attack and Tackle on their own are basically strong enough to two-shot any Pokemon you can bring up against it, but then it's got the 25% chance to use Hyper Fang. An 80 power plus stab move that also has a 10% chance to flinch.
And you probably won't have like a Geodude at this point. I mean, I think you can catch one in Mount Moon and Red and Blue, right? You're most likely you're not going to have a resist for normal, like this early on in the game. And you're not really going to have evolve Pokemon unless you evolved your starter. So it's gonna one-shot like most things, or like get very close to one-shotting most things.
On top of all of this, in Generation 1, crit chance is determined off of speed. And so Raticate's 97 speed gives it a 19% chance to crit. 25% chance for him to use Hyper Fang, you're dead. 20% chance to crit, you're also dead. This fight is usually best skipped, but we've all made the mistake of fighting this guy once or twice and knowing what it's like to get smacked down by the hand of God. There's also the very overlooked Engineer on Route 11. Most players just skip this route and head straight to the SS Anne, but this guy
He has a Magneton?
has a level 18
Where did you get one of those from?
Magneton. In Generation 1, Magneton's special defense is also effectively 120. So this thing is super hard to kill and super strong. You've also got the Victory Road Juggler, who has a Drowsy, Hypno, and 2 Kadabras. This guy is like weirdly kind of
And we all know that Kadabra is the best Pokemon in Red and Blue. Specifically Kadabra. I've used Kadabra to win so many Red and Blue playthroughs when I was a kid because I couldn't evolve it. So I just used Kadabra and it was enough. It was more than enough.
Sabrina. His AI is terrible, but when you've got 4 of like the best type Pokemon that all know the move Psychic, this guy is one of the few trainers in Victory Road that really poses a threat. But all things considered, I don't think there's a trainer that poses more of a threat than Mount Moon's Rocket Grunt. And so by some weird stroke of
That is such a funny random trainer to have be the strongest
luck,
one.
a member of Team Rocket claims hardest route fight in Red
Let's
and Blue.
go!
Now, Yellow is also worth noting because while 99% of route trainers remain the same, the game actually adds a few select anime-inspired fights. Now, in the anime, the character AJ has a Sandshrew that knows the move Fissure. And there was a youngster added on Route 9 that has a Sandshrew which knows the move Fissure.
Wait, really? I must have just ignored this guy. This is the area that you could skip pretty easily, I'm pretty sure.
This Sandshrew also knows the often critting Slash, but really, you're just rolling the dice on that 30% Fissure to hit, and we've all lost a Pokemon to this guy at one point or another. Still, though, not as scary as the Mount Moon Raticate. Now, I want you to imagine a world where you could get your creature collecting completion.
Okay, I'm imagining, yes, I'm imagining.
Just a single month. That is Clash
One
of
single
Critters,
month?
a creature collecting mobile game that's designed for fans of the genre and today's sponsor.
Well, that sounds fantastic and amazing.
I really
Smith.
respect the devs for being open to that question. And more importantly, I was very refreshed by them knowing exactly what this game is. Clash of Critters is the perfect game for scratching that same itch that doesn't ask for your entire day. Every single
It doesn't. Well, what does it ask for? I
critter
bet
has
it's
its
not
own
much.
original design, and they all have very unique multi-stage evolutions.
Look at that one. It's a bird.
A personal favorite of mine is the duck pair creature Soul Pin.
No, this guy, he doesn't know about Goonbug. Hold on, Smith doesn't know about Goonbug. You guys, the last Clash of Critters sponsor I did, it was big centered around Goonbug.
Pair that then
That's
very
my
cleverly
guy.
named evolves into pair.
Oh, Soul Pair and Pair. Oh, I get
But
it.
the game is great because it also has your more like traditional classic dope monster lines. Like you've got Blue Flick into Igni Snap into Azorion. And of course, like if you're from the older generations, these simple 2D sprites are just gonna do a lot for you. It's
Look how cute these guys
just
are.
so nice to not have to treat the game like your second day job. And again, you can realistically complete your collection within a single month. So if you want to scratch that creature collecting itch without the 400-hour grind, you can check out Clash of Critters by the top link in the description and in the pinned comment.
Oh my
Supporting
God.
sponsors keeps this channel running, so go give it a look before this next trainer completely derails your run. Now, as we move on to Generation 2's gold.
Yo, are they gonna show the Abra that uses Flash constantly? Because that was so annoying. I swear there's a guy, I think it's like next to the national park in Gold and Silver with an Abra and he just uses Flash. And it doesn't even do any damage, it's just really annoying.
Crystal, this is probably the weakest generation of route trainers. And I would say across the entirety of Johto, there's only 2 route trainers you gotta watch out for.
The one I remember is the Abra guy and the Mr. Mime guy. I think there's a kid, someone that has a Mr. Mime for no reason. Ooh, I hope he's okay. I hope that kid's okay.
The first real dungeon of Johto is Union Cave. This place features strong diversity with rock, ground, poison, water, and psychic types, so it's likely to give you at least some pushback somewhere. But as you make it through this small gauntlet and reach the exit, you're actually only now reaching the true test.
Yeah, this guy sucks because you've been through the entire cave and you're like, oh, finally I can go and heal. And this guy's just waiting. He's waiting to ambush you. And he's one of those trainers like flip around really fast too. So you're like, oh, I have to like sneak past this guy. No, he's got my chop and all that.
Anthony. Now, you've fought multiple Geodudes before, but this at level 11 is the first one that has Stab Rock Throw. And with 80 attack, this is the highest damage output of any Pokemon to this point in the
Wait, Geodude has 80 attack and Onix has 45? Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? What the numbers, Mason? Make them make sense. Geodude has 80 attack compared to... no. Why would they do this?
game. But the real threat comes from his Machamp. All it has is Leer, Focus Energy, and Low Kick.
Oh my god, I love this guy's... I love the sprite. It's like, yeah, I'll give you a punch, see? I'll give you a little knock around the head, see? If you start talking to me, you know, I'm gonna beat you up.
50 power move plus stab that in Gen 2 had a 30% chance to flinch. And so like on top of just a huge damage output spike, what makes this fight especially hard is that like the only Pokemon that are good against Machop are bad against Geodude. And outside of like Bellsprout, there's just very few Pokemon that can effectively dismantle him. And while everyone knows Whitney as the terror of Goldenrod, to the
Suckunna could dismantle him easy, actually. Is that what his move's called, actually? I don't remember, no.
north, there is one fight that is, I would say,
Oh, is this the Voltorb guy? Wait, no, there's a Magmar guy here too. Okay, I think the guy to the right is the Magmar. No, the Voltorb guy. The guy on the left is the Magmar guy. This Magmar has Fire Punch. I think he has like 2. Does he have 1 or 2?
characteristically
What are you doing with a Fire Punch in Magmar this early on?
for Johto. Fire Breather Walt has been dubbed Johto's only regular trainer Nuzlocke ender, and that's because the guy has 2 fully grown Magmars. Now, at level 11 and 13, they're certainly not up to the standard of the upcoming few generations, but 93 speed, 100 special attack, and Fire Punch? This
Yeah, what are we doing with Fire Punch this
dude
early?
is such a step up from every other trainer on this route, but it's also kind of hard to say if he is the hardest fight. I would say maybe he's the strongest in a vacuum, but I think what really makes a lot of these route trainer fights difficult is the context of their location. And Hiker Anthony is right after a cave where you're not going to want to go all the way back through to heal before him. He's just...
I'm sorry, why do hikers in Gold and Silver look shirtless? I always thought, okay, this might sound a little weird. I always thought that they were shirtless, but I always thought that this part here, where you can see like his mouth, but also like the shadow here, I thought that was like an elephant trunk. So I always thought this guy had like a really long nose and no shirt. And he always like freaked me out. He's also like kind of balding too. When there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with balding. But like the whole thing comes together to make him look like an elephant.
He's just right before you reach Azalea Town. It's just like such an evil spot. It's a close one, but I gotta give it to the guy who never failed to punish me as a kid.
A hungry man thinks of bread. Are you saying that I want the man to be shirtless?
I was gonna say beat my ass, but it's a close one, but I gotta give it to the guy who never failed to wreck me as a kid, Hiker Anthony. Generation 3, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So the region of Hoenn is...
So you tell me no one else thought that was an elephant, huh? That was just like a me thing? Nah, that's cool. That's fine. Yeah, I'll be unique. I'll be a maverick. That's fine. I'll be a maverick. I'll go my own way.
the moment in the series where route trainers...
Oh, this one specific trainer has like a cast form that would like thunder, I think, and like a Manectric. No, the Manectric has thunder, and the cast form has like rain dance or something like that, but it's already raining. Like, it's pretty crazy. I think Smith talked about this in another video too.
Start getting genuinely good. First, you've got Ruby and Sapphire introducing the Winstraight family trainer house. This is a fairly tough gauntlet where you have to fight 4 trainers back to back. The final fight is Grandmother Vicky, who has a Meditite that knows high jump kick and meditate. These stat boosts go pretty crazy with Meditite's pure power, and it can very easily steamroll you, but I'm not sure if I'd totally count the Winstraights as random trainers, considering that they are kind of built up and you have a dialogue box that's like, are you sure you're ready to fight us? Cool trainers also start to get a lot better in this game with the likes of Clyde on Route 123. In the whole game, this guy boasts the very first team of 5.
Damn, look at this guy go. All right, Clyde or Ken, whatever your name
Even
is.
ahead of gym leaders with a level 29 Swellow, Shiftry, Magneton, Whalmer, and Trapinch. The sheer variety on this team makes him somewhat challenging, but Gen 3 generic learn sets, which he has, are still bad enough that the players can usually get lucky on him. And so I think if there's one fight in Ruby Sapphire that you should just always fear, it's
Isn't that like a Milotic? Oh, yeah, is it the Milotic?
Trainer Jennifer of Route 120. This lady has
In the rain?
just a single Pokemon, and yet she is responsible for taking half of an entire generation's pocket money. What's her team? Well, it's simply a level 31
Like, where did you find a Milotic? Where did you find that? You know how hard it is to get Feebas in this game?
Melodic with the moves Water Pulse, Recover, Twister, and Refresh. Oh, did I also mention it's the first route in the series with permanent rain? These rain-boosted, stab-boosted Water Pulses are ridiculous.
Why is Grovyle level 24? No, poor Grovyle. It's so sad. All right, I don't know if you guys know, but my Twitch channel has been turned into like a permanent 24/7 video area. So if you need any background noise or something to fall asleep to, or you just want to watch some Patterrz videos with maybe a little chat here as well, you can go to my Twitch channel. It's just that's just my regular Twitch channel.
Water Pulse can
Because I only stream on YouTube, so I might as well use the Twitch channel for something.
also land a Confusion. She's got
Woo! Damn.
Twister to flinch you, and not only can it heal, but it also
No,
can
Sasuke.
cure its status. Jennifer is nuts, and she's also an icon because she really is the first of this brand of trainer, which is just going to be so emblematic of fights for really the rest of this series. And that intensity only ramps up in Emerald. While double battles were first introduced in Ruby Sapphire, it feels like Game Freak wasn't ready to fully flesh them out until the third title. And they got like a little carried away at some points. Jennifer got turned into a scrub with just a single Sableye, but
Lame.
on that same route, we saw the introduction of the double
Oh, this is the Thunder battle, isn't
with
it?
Cool Trainer Leonel and Parasol Lady Angelica. So they've got a level 30 Manectric and Cast Form. That's it, 2 Pokemon. What could be so hard about this fight? And my team's dead. Double fights have a base level of difficulty.
Oh, I can already tell that the hard fight in Sinnoh is going to be that double battle you do before you get into Hearthome. Or is it Hearthome? No, Veilstone, sorry, Veilstone. The double battle that you do before Veilstone. Because you have to go through like 2 full routes, and then just before you get there, there's this really tough double battle, which I think is also in Permanent Rain, that has like a Gyarados. I don't remember if that's Down and Pearl or if it's Platinum. It's one of the two. I think Platinum actually made it easier. I think Down and Pearl was the hard one.
Because their team is optimized for it, whereas you are building your team for singles. Now, Manectric is a strong opponent since it can typically outspeed most of your team, but on top of Quick Attack and Thunder Wave, it's given Thunder, which gets 100% accuracy in the rain. If the Emerald AI sees a kill, it will always go for Thunder, and since Thunder is perfectly accurate, well, the death toll rises pretty quickly. But possibly somehow worse is the Cast Form. This is weak, but it also comes with Thunder. And if you were thinking, maybe I'll just bring in a ground type, well, oh, that's a bad idea. Cast Form knows Weather Ball, which gets doubled to 100 power, but then also picks up Stab because, well, yeah, Cast Form's now a water type since it's raining. This fight is so particularly scary because it just comes out of nowhere. As you saw in RS, you weren't ready to fight rain trainers, and then throwing a double on top of that takes advantage of the rain is diabolical, but perhaps the most challenging fight in Emeralds is its last. At the very end of Victory Road, Cool Trainer...
This one's so funny because it's so easily avoidable. you can walk past them so easy. You don't even have to time anything. It's just like, oh my god. I don't know if I've ever battled these guys before. I probably have actually at some point.
Caitlin and Quincy hide under a bridge, waiting for you to walk into the range and crush your champion dreams. They both have...
Damn, what are we doing with this?
Do I really need to
They both have slacking?
say more? Yeah, I do. This double is set up so that one leads a slacking while the other sends
Wait,
out
does it have skill swap? Is this a skill swap strategy here?
Gardevoir that knows skill swap.
This is... Oh, no. Oh, they really tried to kill you. It's so funny. They made this like so easily a dodgeable. Or you can talk to them one by one individually and just like fight them in singles battles. If you're dumb enough to walk in betwixt them, you get absolutely destroyed. Like, I don't think I've ever done this battle before because you could just walk around
And
it.
you've basically got the same but opposite in the back with a Dusclops. The trick of this fight is that they're going to try to skill swap Truant off of slacking so that it can just rain unchecked. But even when this doesn't work, the fight is still designed to crush you. Slacking is only weak to fighting moves, but they lead a Gardevoir so that it can pop you with a Psychic. And even when you do take out the first Slacking, a Ghost-type Dusclops pops out next to Wall Your Fighting type even harder. The rest of the learn sets are also just diabolical, arguably harder than some of the E4. The two Slackings cover everything
Wait, it doesn't have a physical move? It doesn't have stab? What? Attract? What the hell is this?
under the sun with the best moves of
Oh, okay, so we do have a physical one here. Okay, that one's the physical one. There's no stab normal type move? They didn't even, like, no body slam, no slash? No slash?
their
Really?
respective types. Gardevoir can Calm Mind setup, and Dusclops knows Toxic, Will-O-Wisp, and Protect. Do you know how hard it is to kill a pressure Slacking when both of your physical attackers are burned? Now, as I said in the intro, we are counting double battles here, and this fight is not just the hardest in Emerald. It is actually one of the most difficult double battles in the series.
How do you win if you have stab? Just walk around them. Just don't fight them. Don't start the fight. Oh, you know, I think someone in chat mentioned the fog. The fog trainers, the fog double battle that you do in Diamond Pearl Platinum is a nightmare. The double battle with the cool trainers, I think when I did the color lock, I genuinely thought I was going to lose there. Like, I was in a really bad way there.
Now, as for the Kanto remix, the
We're doing Fire Red Leaf Green.
Jank has been balanced, and Kanto has very consistently average and below trainers. There is a double battle in the northern section of Route 16 that trips people up. They have a Rapidash and a Ninetale, both level 29, and if you go straight to Fly before doing any other stuff in Celadon, you'll be in the low to mid 20s. Even without great moves, this is probably the most surprising fight that you won't be ready for, especially because it's not in red and blue. So, although Victory Road has decent cool trainers like George's,
He's magnitude his own Charmeleon. Oh, George. Wow. A man of taste, I see. Very good choices you've made here.
team of 5 unique type members, I think it's the young couple that has the potential to be the hardest in the remakes.
Hey, it worked, I guess. Damn, Graveler went
And that's
crazy
gonna take
there.
us to Generation 4's Diamond and Pearl. All right,
Yeah, it's definitely the double battle of the Force Zone and the Fog double battle. It's gotta be.
quick little fun game for the comments section. I always love and appreciate when you guys just leave like purely like, hey, great video, thank you, appreciated this type comments. But I just want you to take a guess at the hardest fight in Diamond and Pearl. The last
Already
fight
did.
of Route 2.
There it is.
Right before Veilstone is a double battle between Ace Trainer Dennis and Maya. They lead with a Monferno and Glameow, which isn't too bad outside of the Glameow always going for Hypnosis. The first half
And your Monferno in the rain as well is not like a massive threat because fire type gets weakened as well.
is doable, but taking moderate damage on top of your already weakened team sets you up perfectly to lose to their back half. Because first in back is Gyarados, and with Intimidate, this is
Gyarados in a double battle in the rain is ludicrous.
always going to force you to switch out your physical attackers. Gyarados this early is also really tricky as it's entirely possible to not yet have an electric user. If you didn't go for Shinx, you're just picking up Shockwave on this route, so it's very likely that you just don't have an electric move yet. And Gyarados without an answer is suffering. But on top of all of this is also yet again a rain fight. To then finally make all of this worse, the other anchor is probably the second scariest Pokemon outside of Gyarados, and that is Kadabra.
Yeah, Kadabra, let's go! God, I love it. I just pump my fist when he makes an appearance. I love this guy.
Kadabra is always going to outspeed you at this point, and it is just so goddamn strong. It's just such a smart fight because the Gyarados is nerfing your physical attackers, which then makes Kadabra likely to be able to eat a hit. This Kadabra also loves to spam Disable to just stop your electric moves. But what I most love about this fight is it's like a child playthrough trap. Okay, what I mean by that is like,
I definitely struggled with this fight when I was a kid.
the
Definitely.
classic kid formula for any Pokemon game is just get a fire starter and only level that up through the entire game. And this is actually one of the rare instances where a game has a checkpoint for that style of play, right? Because it's like you've got firefighting in the rain against water flying and psychic. It's a really clever little roadblock, and it makes me wish more games had these sort of like solo the game with your starter type checkpoints. Oh, and yeah, it's
Yeah, you should not solo the game with your starter. Clearly, you should solo the game with Kadabra.
Obviously, without a doubt, the hardest trainer fight in Diamond and Pearl. Now, as for Platinum, the fights are tweaked around a bit, and that fight has specifically been made easier. There is a neat fight that pops up in the Galactic building. There's this trainer who has just a Kadabra, and
Yeah, let's go! Oh, this is a great day for Kadabra enjoyers. Holy, what a great video. Man, I've already liked the video. Listen, I would like it twice if I could.
on turn 1, he always goes for an X special. This boosts Kadabra's special attack into catastrophic points, from which it basically just goes on a blasting spree until you're dead. But Platinum did not say goodbye to the crazy double fights entirely. Later in the game, when the side X
Here it comes. We love the fog, guys. We love
have been
it.
cleared, the player heads to the foggy section of Route 10. Now, smart players will use defog for this route, but those in a hurry, or I don't know, 90% of people that aren't nerds, just go guns a-blazing into this route. And then you run into double team Zack and Jen. In Diamond and Pearl, these people had a level 27 Raichu and
This is a nightmare. I was really struggling in this one.
And now
Like, what do you mean they have Dragon Rage
they
too?
are level 36.
36?
Gyarados also picks up a
Oh, he's got Aqua Tail as well. Okay, to be fair, that should miss more in the fog, but still.
way better learn set now knowing both Aqua Tail and Ice Fang.
But you know it won't. It won't miss you. Because the moves never miss you. You only miss the moves.
And so, like, yeah, sure, you know, you've just fought Crash or Wake, so you're probably going to have something with Shockwave. But like all of these fights, what makes them so difficult is not as though, like, you're going into it fully healed, prepared like you would in a gym battle. What makes a fight like this so hard is being not fully healed or just not really paying attention and just expecting like a super easy fight. And in that case, you're gonna get wrecked. Ice, electric, water hits like 50% of the Pokedex for super effective damage, and nothing resists all three. Gyarados once again nerfs physical attackers. Your Shockwave user swaps in on 50 HP to get bodied by an Aqua Tail, and all of a sudden, you're in deep water against Stab, Aqua Tail, and Thunderbolt. There's actually a lot of quite difficult fights in Platinum that we just don't really have time to mention, but this is without a doubt the most difficult trainer fight in Pokemon Platinum.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I feel like the Unova ones is going to be like, like Victory Road, because I feel like there's a lot of tough guys in Victory Road.
Now, Heart Gold and Soul Silver,
To be sure, I need to watch the Ada video on it.
regrettably, don't change a lot when it comes to trainer battles. So ironically,
Lantern resist all three. I guess if you have Volt Absorb, yes. If you don't have Volt Absorb, then I guess it still resists. No, it doesn't resist. Only if you have Volt Absorb, it does.
enough, it's actually a new route that has the hardest fight. Heart Gold Soul Silver adds a section heading to the Safari Zone over in Olivine, and Route 47 has double team Tom and Kay.
Are we noticing that it's always like double battles? It always seems to be double battles. They're usually so much more difficult than single
This is a
battles.
double battle right before the Safari Zone with a Magmar and Electabuzz. This
Chica's paralyzed
is
now.
again one of those fights that are difficult because they're specifically designed for doubles. The Electabuzz knows Thunderbolt, Light Screen, Swift, and Thunderwave, while Magmar has Flamethrower, Confuse Ray, Feint Attack, and Protect. Electabuzz covers Magmar's water weakness, while Magmar hits grass types that would want to resist electric. Screens, double hitting moves, status, even Protect. One of these surprisingly difficult fights in Heart Gold Soul Silver, and the hardest. Generation 5. Black and White. So these guys have a surprising number of difficult fights, and this starts with Pokemon Ranger Forest, located in Pinwheel
He's called Forest. He's in the forest. Come on, what are we doing out here?
down at only level 15, and after just the second badge, this guy's level 18 Herdier is very scary. And this just lets it spam takedown, which can two-shot nearly anything you can catch up to this point in the game. Also on this list is every trainer in Black and White with a Sigilif. Only half joking, probably the worst of these is Psychic Parry. This level 24 Sigilus is notable because it has a base stat total of 490, which is way higher than anything you're gonna have at this point. Its Psybeam and Air Cutter coverage hits most every type for neutral or super effective damage. It also opens with Light Screen, which is going to have the damage of your electric moves. Whirlwinds are super annoying too to prevent you from setting up. And then it's also got the ability Wonderskin, which reduces the accuracy of status moves to 50%. But you want to talk luck, shocking. Ace Trainer Jared of Chargestone Cave comes at you with a single level 31 unevolved Pokemon. How could that be hard?
Yeah, wait, what is it? Oh, wait, a level 30. Oh, Auction!
It's an Archon with acrobatics.
No, let's just use outspeed it. You just have to outspeed it. It's easy as
No
infinite,
item
you know?
makes this thing have 110 power, and although Archon is an unevolved Pokemon, this thing has 100 and
That does so much damage. Yeah, if you don't outspeed it, you're gonna get absolutely boomed. This does so much damage. And then it doubles acrobatics attack, so it's like 110 base power plus stab for 112 attack stats.
12
Crazy.
attack. If you are
It's only 70 speed, you'll be
prepared for
alright.
this thing, it will kill at least one, if not more, of your Pokemon. Black and White does a pretty good
Does Archon have Defeatist or is it just Archeops?
job of keeping the fights averagely quite difficult, but this is the one that just really stands out and always catches players by surprise. But as we move to Black and White 2, very few players have fought Hiker Jared and Backpacker Kumiko in Reversal Mountain.
No, I actually haven't done this. Wait, are they both called Jared? Why are they both called? What is it with Jareds and being strong?
And lived to tell the tale. Hiker Jared has an
Oh my god, wow, Darmanitan and Excadrill?
Excadrill, which is just always a difficult Pokemon. But Backpacker Kumiko has a
Belly
Darmanitan
Drum Darmanitan?
with the move Belly Drum. What more
You're
do you want me
crazy.
to say? It knows Thrash, Flare Blitz, and Hammer Arm. So if it gets Belly Drum off, you lose.
It can Flare Blitz like one Pokemon before it dies from
Plain
recoil.
and simple as that. Hard
Nah, it probably gets like a solid
This
2
fight
kills
in
there,
Black
actually.
and White too. But oh my gosh, if there was a game known for its ridiculous regular trainer fights, it's Generation 6's X and Y. This is a
Oh, you know what I really remember from Generation 6 is the before Reflection Cave. You fight like what are they called? The fighting type users? I think they have like Soak and Throw. I think it's a double
Really
battle. I can't remember if it's a double battle or not. I just remember the fight before Reflection Cave is really tough.
weird one because X and Y is known for having the easiest gym
There's also, for some reason, random trainers that I remember inside the Ice Cave that were, for some reason, really strong as well.
trainers and really E4 as well in this series. And yet at the same time, X and Y has some of the hardest route trainers. Like take Taurus Takumi, who is right outside of Parfum Palace on Route 6. They've got a
Yeah, this is really scary. Oh man, Volbeat? Crazy.
Volbeat? This thing is surprisingly good though. It spams Double Team, Moonlight, and Confuse Ray to just
Oh, I hate this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I hate this guy already. What do you mean you use Confuse Ray Double Team?
completely trip you up. But because it's like the start of a game,
And Moonlight?
Volbeat is still
Oh my god, you hate this guy. What's his attacking
overstatting you
move?
and like most of your Pokemon. But that's really the start of it because that's not even the hardest fight on Route 6. Pokefan family Jan and Aaron will challenge the player to a double battle where they each have a custom Furfrou at level 14.
That's cute. Actually, early game Furfrou is crazy good. Fur coat. Is it fur coat or is it fluffy? Either way. Fur coat. Fur coat plus stab headbutt early game. Crazy. You're not going to have like a ghost type this early on in the game. There's no way.
Okay, think about it this way. If one single stager support utility focused Pokemon is an issue, what is the Furfrou double battle gonna do? Well, at the ripe age of 20, they were enough to make me quit playing X and Y. So first off, these Furfurs have the 70 power move Headbutt, which gets stabbed, but then also has a 30% chance to flinch. I'm having radical
Yeah, you got to avoid this one. You have to avoid this one. This is way too difficult.
flashbacks already. Since they're fully evolved, they outspeed you. But even crazier is they both have the ability Fur Coat, which halves the damage of all physical moves. So fighting
That was a crit.
moves, which are pretty much all physical, they
Oh yeah, I mean, you do get the answer for this battle in this route, but I think you have to fight them. You have to fight them to get into the route, don't you? That's what it looked like from the footage.
basically just don't
I don't know if you actually do, but if you can get around them, that's probably, yeah, you need a hone edge.
have a weakness. Now they're off to the side of the road, so they're very easy to skip, but I gotta ask, has anyone here genuinely beat these two? But of course, the early game balancing doesn't
This is why it's so risky to do like a blind Nuzlocke of a new game, because this would just end your Nuzlocke
not
instantly.
end here. Guys, we all remember like Grant's gym. This is a set of road trainers that like makes me ask if they ever even tested their own game. First, you've got Rising Star Didier, who leads Dwebble into Relicanth, a near 500 base stat Pokemon in the second gym. Bug covers your grass type, and then Grass even struggles.
Dude, that did nothing. Why did that Razor Leaf do no damage?
4x super effective damage.
I mean, I know it's got 130 defense, but that is insanely low damage.
But then you've also got Rising Star Manon with 2 single stage Mons, Solrock, and Lunatone. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember, but in Ruby and Sapphire, this was the roster of the 7th gym leader.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty bad as the 7th gym leader, though. I mean, Emerald kind of popped off with that gym battle because it was, you know, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of doubles tactics, but Solrock and Lunatone in general, probably not great for the 7th gym.
And yeah, sure, okay, worst moves, singles format. But it just like makes me ask, what the hell were they thinking? Both of these fights are arguably harder than the gym leader himself.
Oh, yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, I thought the Grant was like kind of hard to deal with, but in theory, he's not, right? Just level 25. He's got some like baby fossils. They're not that strong.
And these games just keep
they're definitely like base stat total wise, they're way lower than the trainers that you fight inside of the gym.
cranking the difficulty. Just before Reflection Cave, you've got
there it is. There it is, chat. You see that? That's right. It's Gamer Subs. And you can use code Patterrz to get 10% off your purchase, be it merchandise, delicious beverages, or even a card game. You can use code Patterrz to save your money.
got the Brains and Brawn, Frank and Sly boasting a level 25 Mr. Mime and Machoke, and of course, a doubles format. This is a stupidly strong
They had a Mr. Mime?
team and only serves to set the player up for the nightmare that is Reflection Cave. So for those not in the know, the team has been working on Pokemon X and Y Legacy, probably
Nice.
releasing at the end of the year. Reflection Cave, I think, is the single hardest dungeon in the mainline Pokemon games. Like, you've got Black Belt Igor with a single level 28 sock that can one-shot a bunch of Pokemon. There's Ace Trainer Monique leading 2 weaker Mons into the now Fairy-type Intimidate wielding Granbull. Ace Trainer Emil has an Absol and a Pinsir. And all of this pales in comparison to Battle Girl Hedvig. Oh, wait, no, that's
Hedvig?
right. Actually, I did pick the game
Is that a name? I thought that was an owl in Harry Potter.
back up again, and then I fought her, and I no longer have an X and Y cartridge. There is no fight that does a better job of showing the
What does she do? I feel like she's the one with throw, right?
horrific balancing of this game. The upcoming Gym 3 and fighting leader Corinna has a single stager, a second stager, and a Halucha. The 4th gym leader has a Weepin' Bell. The 6th gym fairy has a Mawile with no stab moves.
Hey, no, Momo's really good when you Mega Evolve it.
And so with this context, I want you to then take a look at Battle Girl Hedvig. Located deep within Reflection Cave, some say Hedvig
Oh, it is Throw.
is the
I
true
remember
leader
her.
of Shallor's fighting gym. She leads with the insanely bulky Throw. It knows Vital Throw for massive damage, but it also
You can get an Aerodactyl this early on in the game. Oh, that's right, you can, because the fossil reanimation place is right as before it.
comes with Bulldoze. This is evil. People love to swap in the brakes on this guy, thinking they'll get it with a Psybeam, only to get one shot by a Bulldoze. But this Bulldoze is devastating, because while Throw is slow, it really only ever takes one to outspeed your teammates and just get wrecking. But this is
Oh, so so what you're saying is if DSP was playing this, he'd get hit with a bulldoze and start complaining so much about how I can never even attack. It's so dumb, dude. I can never even play the game. What the heck is this
only
even?
the
I don't know why he has that accent. It's not how he
warm
talks.
up to her very own Halucha.
Oh, she has a Holucha? What? Where did she get a Holucha from?
Side note, why would you put this Pokemon like right before the up?
Yeah, this is she's just better than the gym leader. Why would they do? That's so funny. Why would they do that?
Coming gym leader who also has an ace has one. But more importantly, why would you make the gym leader's Halucha worse? Corinna's Halucha knows Flying Press, which is a fighting and flying move, plus Hone Claws and Power Up Punch. Meanwhile, Hedvig has Karate Chop, Aerial
Oh, Aerial Ace? Oh, that's huge. That's great stab. You could say that, but Flying Press is also a flying type move, but it's also a fighting type move. So on an Ivysaur, for example, Flying Press would be neutral, but Aerial Ace would be super effective because of how the way the typings work up there.
Ace and Rock Tomb. The only Pokemon in the entire game that resists this set is Honedge, which
Let's go! Another W for Honedge. Damn, you really need to get this guy.
Ironically enough, is weak to Throw's Bulldoze. Battle Girl Hedvig is a terror, and the girl
Yeah, she should be the gym leader. She has a better team.
doesn't even need a doubles format to do so. Double Furfrou is definitely the hardest double battle, but wrecking people in singles just takes a whole other level of skill, and for that reason, I don Battle Girl Hedvig, the hardest trainer in X.
Yeah, that was a pretty good
Now
team,
move
to be fair.
Orez. This game switches things up and introduces a mandatory fight that is just brutal. Black Belt Hideki. All you have to say is that word and you trigger like 900 speedrunners watching this video. So unlike RSE, Dewford cannot
Oh, it's a Dewford
be
battle?
skipped, and you must go through Brawly's gym before progressing into the rest of the game. With
He only has Machop,
not
right?
very much trainers in between Roxanne, this puts you pretty weak for this fight. And I guess just a single Machop with low sweep, focus, energy, and foresight, you might go a little unprepared into this fight. The big
A move from a fighting type that lowers your speed? What the hell? This game is broken. It's impossible.
issue is that Hideki had a programming error where his Machop was given 28 in every single IV.
Oh, wow. He's very
And
strong.
not only is low sweep strong, it also lowers your speed. Focus energy now also makes that +2 stage boost crit rate go to 50% rather than 25 like in past gens. So it is just an utterly terrifying fight and the hardest in Oraz. Generations
Wow, that is... Damn, okay.
Sun and Moon. Now, the Alola games are a little bit tricky to rank because you've got like the route leaders that will only fight you after you've beaten everyone else on a route. You've got fights like Golfer Dean.
And when it comes to Ultra Sun and Moon, this is the for some reason the one and only game where they were like, you want us to make it hard. Okay. So they gave like max IVs to all the boss battles. They gave genuine EV training on all the Pokemon too, which I realized that it's one of the only games, I think the only game that has EV training on the majority of the boss battles in the game. And then after that, they were like, oh, I'm sorry. Was that getting too difficult? How about Let's Go? How about you play Let's Go now for babies? Little baby Let's Go. Oh, you want to play that now?
Who has a Flame Orb Guts
Oh, sorry, was that game too difficult for you?
Hariyama. But because they're built up, again, they don't resemble like classic basic route trainer energy, and so I wouldn't count them. Sun and Moon also has some pretty hard late game fights. Veteran Eric of Vast Pony Canyon
Yeah, I remember this group of 3 trainers being a big problem for no reason.
is one of the game's end fights before the E4, and he has a Granbull, Cloyster, Alolan Golem, and Gengar, all at a very high level for this area. But
Unfortunately, the Gengar uses payback for some reason.
few trainers in Sun and Moon make quite the same impact as Rising Star Nikki. Honestly, I am surprised it took this long for this trainer to happen. Because after 5 generations, Game Freak finally decided to put Whitney on a route. Rising Star Nikki has just a single Pokemon, and that's right, it's a Miltank. But of course, Game Freak
It's a level 21 Miltank as well, which I think is the exact level that Whitney's Miltank is in Heart Gold Soul Silver. I'm pretty sure.
didn't want us just to fight any old regular Miltank. Oh no, they went full Whitney, giving it Stomp, Milk,
Oh, it is literally Whitney. Wow, Miltank, Rollout, Stomp, and Bide.
Bide, and yes, of course, Rollout. Sure, Bide is a big downgrade from Attract, but with this thing's
But I feel like this is way less of a big deal at this point in Usum than it is if at this point in like Heart Gold Soul Silver, for example.
bulk in Milk Drink,
I feel like you can get so many different types and so many different options of the Pokemon you can add to your team in Usum compared to in like second gen.
it uses the move surprisingly well. Of course, what makes this fight harder than anything is just going into it unhealed. She clicks Rollout and just flattens your entire team. Hardest fight in Sun and Moon, but not the hardest in the Ultras. Okay. In fairness, the Ultra games are meant to be a little bit more difficult. Broadly, the trainers are all harder, so you're not always getting caught off guard, but there are still some fights that catch trainers up quite a bit. The veteran trainers of the Ultra games are really no joke, and Veteran Brone is the least funny of them all. This guy is
Is
just
this the Jealousy guy?
rude.
Whiscash. Oh, is this Dragon Dance Whiscash?
Guarding the Shadow Ball TM right before the Totem Mimikyu, and man, is this a dude that catches you off guard. He leads with a Whiscash that only knows Earth
Oh no, it only Scalded Earth Power.
Scald.
But it is raining too, so you get boosted Scald.
That is terrifying to begin with. But what's so cruel is the only thing that counters Whiscash is Grass type. And his next Pokemon out happens to be a Honchkrow. Honchkrow is strong to begin with, but it has the ability Super Luck that boosts its crit rate. And on top of Aerial Ace and Steel Wing, it also
Okay,
has
that's
Night
kinda
Flash,
mean.
which also has a boosted crit chance.
Stamina doesn't even help you with Mud Sail because it just bypasses the defense
He's
boost.
got really high IVs, a 50% crit rate on an insanely strong Pokemon. He is a
Yeah, this
knight.
guy's kinda
The game
crazy.
also does have a fun mandatory double battle right before the E4. This is a really unique fight because its difficulty depends entirely on how your fire and fighting types are doing health-wise. He leads a Vikavolt, which has monstrous damage.
This is kind of crazy to just whip out a Vikavolt in a double battle where there's 5 mons you have to beat.
But this thing can also threaten with agility if you don't take it out quickly. Meanwhile, you've got Glalie sending off Stab Blizzards to hit both of your teammates. But then, the big dog.
They got a T-top! Dude, what were they thinking? Yeah, Ultrasonometer is pretty hard, not gonna lie. A double battle with 5 mons and one of them's T-Tower, the other one's Vikavolt.
And that
They got the blizzards that can freeze
is
you.
Tyranitar.
They have a
Sandstream
sand
gives it
team
special
going on.
Defense boost, and again, with no fighting type, you're just totally cooked here. It's just got Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Earthquake. It's just
All right, they didn't go for... Okay, they didn't go for Rock Slide. It has Stone Edge. Well, according to the graphic, it has Stone Edge. He said it had Rock Slide. I don't know what it has. I think the graphic is probably right, because it's probably from Bulbapedia.
Earthquake. It just exists to destroy you.
Oh, and it has Earthquake, so it can pair it with Vikavolt, so it doesn't get... Oh, God. Mwah,
But
spectacular.
Bisharp is also super threatening, and even Fortress can really throw you off with like an explosion. It's a cruel fight, but it's also very late, so you're kind of expecting it. Whereas Brone is a whole lot more likely to catch you off guard. And so I'm gonna give him hardest trainer of Ultra Sun and Moon.
I think it's the first Victory Road fight as well.
As for the Let's Go games, there's nothing particularly crazy. The gamer class in general is kind of funny because like
I love the gamer class. Did they just Oko? They just run Oko. They just love gambling.
if you're a child and you haven't played the original games, you wouldn't know that Gamer has been updated from Gambler, and all these guys just have Oko moves, and you know they'll.
Oh, he's a gamer, all right. Listen, gamers love to gamble. If there's one thing I know about gamers, is that they love gotcha, they love gamble, they love chance, they love loot box. And you might say that you don't like it, but the revenue says otherwise.
Occasionally catch you off guard. Overall, though, nothing really stands out in these games, so sure, let's give it to a Gambler. But that takes us to Generation 8's Sword and Shield. These trainers are definitely not the most notorious, but that doesn't mean they're all easy. Cabby Jeffrey has a really well-built team, leading with a Corviknight.
Yo, let's go,
Always a great lead.
Jeffrey.
This is only weak to fire and electric, which is then perfectly checked by his next Pokemon, Flygon. But there is one fight in Sword and Shield that blows everything out of the water. Genuinely one of the best built double battles in the series. And this is the Route 8 double battle against office workers Jordan and Allison.
I think I skipped these guys. Oh my god.
Sandstream.
Jordan, that hairline is diabolical. He's got the Vegeta hairline.
Powdon to kick up Sandstorm, plus an Excadrill who immediately gets its speed doubled from Sandrush. What? It's even more well-built than that, because the Hippowdon will use Yawn. Meanwhile, Excadrill, outspeeding everything,
And listen, I can say that because I also have a Vegeta hairline.
goes for a dig. That combination is tricky because it means if you really want to get damage on Excadrill, you kind of have to then fall asleep. But then if you feint Hippowdon, it gets even worse. The next Pokemon out on that side will be Berserker, which has its hidden ability Steely Spirit that boosts Excadrill's Metal Claw by 50%. And then if you take out Excadrill, the other side has a Lucario waiting for you out back. And it has Power Up Punch.
Listen, I think Berserker's just happy to be here. And then you know what? I'm happy that Berserker is here too.
This fight just has so much good offense paired with the right amount of status, the just like insane synergy. It's some of Game Freak's most creative design, and it is easily the hardest fight in Sword and Shield. Now, before we get to Generation 9, I've got some quick rapid fire. For Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, nothing changes, so it's the same double team. PLA isn't really like a road trainer type game, so that we don't have an answer for that one. And in Legends ZA, the fights are like random, so I would instead go to think of like the side missions. And while none of these are like particularly hard,
The real hardest fight in Legends ZA is having to do 1,000 of any of them in order to get the Shiny Charm. That's the real issue.
one that a lot of trainers seem to get caught up on is the one, it's Mission 83. The kid wants to fight your Pupitar using a Honedge, and that's like a pretty bad matchup. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this takes us to Generation 9. finds Scarlet.
He wants to fight a Pupitar using a Honedge. Dude, some of the side quests in Legends ZA is just like, let's just randomly generate 2 Pokemon and let's make that the quest. I swear, some of them are just so weird. I kind of wish that they had done less quests, but more, more focus on those reduced amount of quests. Because how many quests are there? There's hundreds of them. If they instead did like 30 really fleshed out ones, that probably would have been, preferable and more enjoyable.
And Violet. But since it's the series' first open world-ish game, this actually makes ranking things very difficult. What really determines how hard a fight is in this game is just when you choose to take them on. So there's kind of like no good answer, but the one that I want to provide is Cabby Paco. Located on the Pokemon League path, players can access this route at the very start of the game. This is like the route that's connected from Mesagoza, so it's very reasonable for players to head out this way, like just looking to add the Pokemon League to their fly list. Actually, that's exactly what I did. There's like tons of Pokemon here, level 10. The first trainer has like a level 14 Meowth. And then you fight this guy who has a level 56 Crocodile. And
Jesus Christ, man. He's randomly beating up
I don't
school
know
children for no reason. What is this guy? What are we doing here, man? Like, what is the purpose of this? Paco, chill. This is the school children that have just started the year, and you're like, I'm gonna show what's what.
If his team is because I obviously lost. I will give it to this guy, but it's kind of a weird ranking system, so I also wouldn't give this one a whole lot of weight. And more importantly though, guys, we have made it to our final ranking. So it is time for us to determine the
number 1 hardest one. Honestly, I think it's gonna be the one before Veilstone. I think it's gonna be the double battle before Veilstone with the Kadabra and the Gyarados. I think it's gonna be that one because like it's got everything. It's got you're at the end of a really long route and you don't want to go back to heal. It's got weather. It's got Gyarados. It's got double battle with Intimidate. It's got Hypnosis User. It's got Kadabra. Let's go! Yeah, Kadabra! Woo! Yeah, it's got Kadabra in it. I think it's got to go to that
route trainer of all time. Now, incorporating doubles and singles together feels a little awkward. I was happy to include doubles for the individual games, but I want to now determine the hardest single trainer of all time. So,
the hardest single trainer is probably the fighting lass from Gen 6.
Relegate the double battles to honorable mentions before getting to the podium. The third hardest doubles is Emerald's Victory Road Slacking Fest. Our second highest honorable mention goes to Parfum
Dude, I feel like this one's really difficult early game.
Palace's double Furfrou battle. And the highest of honorable mentions sees a tie.
Damn!
Going to both Diamond and Pearl.
I thought that would be the number 1.
Gyarados Monferno Rain Double and Platinum's Foggy Gyarados Raichu battle. But, ladies and gentlemen, coming in as the third hardest single route trainer, we have the original Mount Moon Raticate Grunt.
Okay, shout out to Raticate.
This is just one of those fights where you simply pray to get lucky. Hyper Fang is horrifying. Crits are horrifying. It even has quick attack to cover your speed. This dude has probably sent millions of trainers back to the Route 3 Pokemon Center, and he is the one true OG threat. Now, number 2 is going to Cool Trainer Jennifer of Route 120.
Because how did she get that Milotic? It's basically impossible to get a Feebas in this game. Where did she find it?
Stab boosted, rain boosted Water Pulse would be nasty in any case, but putting this on maybe the best water type in the game is just brutal. And
where did she even steal it from?
Especially when
Who even has this apart from Wallace?
The rest of Ruby Sapphire's trainers are pretty easy. Jennifer is a beast.
I thought he was gonna say Jennifer is a bitch, and I was about to be like, "Yeah, fuck Jennifer. I hate that. I hate her."
I also love to give a shout out to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon's Brone. He's super hard, but being in a game that's all around hard doesn't bring that surprise factor where you're probably likely to prepare for him. And like being prepared for any of these trainers is often winning like already like more than half the battle. But with X and Y, you've got like that, again, weird dynamic where the gym leaders aren't too bad. Tons of route trainers are pathetically easy. And then some are just like the reincarnation of Satan. That is, of course, our number 1 spot. She has custom.
Oh, it's 100%. Yeah, it's the reflection cave at Holy Shit Fight.
Final stager stats. She's literally stronger than her upcoming gym leader. Catching players off guard since 2013, the hardest route trainer in all of Pokemon is Battle Girl Hedwig of X and Y. Oh, wait a second. I think there's someone in this house.
Another great video from Smith. Please make sure you subscribe to Smith and watch the other fantastic videos on the Smith Plays Pokemon channel.